to me, Ryan, as we kind of go back and look at this whole thing, if he initially got denied in March, I don't know why there wasn't more action taken. Like, hey, like this probably isn't going to be good. Maybe we can get someone from the portal, and then they didn't. So I think that's a second guess that's totally fair at this point.
No, I think you're right. And what we saw and what we had reported originally in the war room from the people I've talked to, and I think other reporters put it out there, is something changed in when the House settlement went live. And some of the language, whatever it was in there, made it harder. The Pavias of the world that were getting that year back, something happened where the NCAA was just sort of like giving those out like, free candy. Here you go. You can get another year. After July 1st, that changed a little bit. But, as you mentioned, DJ Wingfield was at USC practicing in the spring. What did they know at that point? Like, hey, there's still some fight left as far as your eligibility. And if that was the case, is there any other options in the portal? Maybe there were, and they looked and didn't find it. It's hard to say, but it did seem like somewhat of this could have been more preventable than what ended up happening, because it looks like USC sort of caught with their pants down right now. Like, oh, so now this, the offensive line is the biggest question on the team, and the guy you thought was going to be the starting left guard isn't even going to be on the team. So I think it'll be interesting if Lincoln Riley will share more details on what they knew when, and if there was other options, if they knew that he wasn't going to be eligible. I know he already talked about the situation where Wingfield just mentally was having a hard time with it, expecting to be able to play, and then, being denied. And, obviously it's a tough situation for the kid to be in. Hopefully there's still a future for him as a college football player or professional football player, whatever it is. But from what the injunction and the lawsuit and everything, it just seems like that's now impossible to play this season, and that's obviously when USC would need him the most.
Yes, totally agree. I think the settlement really made that 5-year rule set in stone, where you have 5 years to play out your eligibility, and that doesn't count. Like if you have a medical redshirt or something, that will, of course, not impact that, but you pretty much have 5 years to play for. And Wingfield started playing in 2019, so that is something that really hurt him, where like the Carlos Nicholson was 2020. A lot of guys who are playing, their clock just started a year after Wingfield, so that's a disappointing part of this as well.